Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. I shall see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today, where we're relaxing as per usual, chilling, relaxing, all cool. I feel like I haven't done that intro for a while. Shooting some b-ball outside of school. We're going to be setting some metadata values for metadata for videos. Our Lorelei today. I recorded 3 episodes today, surprisingly. Which does take us, I think, all the way to April. I haven't actually recorded a few episodes for a while, of anything. I didn't really over the weekend. I think I maybe did one or something, but I can't remember. But good evening, everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 9:47 PM on Tuesday, March 17th, 2026. Well, mainly for purposes of the fact that I don't always have time, necessarily. But yeah, what are we going to talk about today? I don't really know. I feel like I'm getting pretty close to the end of Lorelei and Leia's Eyes. I'm on like 90-something, hello Tarantula, 90-something% solved. Because it like tracks how much of everything you've done. I don't know if it's 100% in the game, or if it's like what you need to actually beat the game, or if there's extra, well, I guess there's extra dollars and stuff. I don't know if I'm going to do all that. Well, maybe I will. We'll see. Probably not, though. But the good thing is I can kind of see it coming, because it's like, oh, I might be coming towards the end of Lorelei and Leia's Eyes. Don't worry, that's all the way at like the start of April or something, so still ages away. Hopefully. I don't even see actually what date this is meant to come out on. I'm going to guess it is this date, with really no apparent thing behind it. How's stuff going? Miss May, I didn't get Key to Sound Black with my free pulls, so I had to spark her, and it was very sad. As there seems to be the case every time I pull for a front runner, which is the actual position I play, does not seem to go well. But that's okay. What's going on with other stuff? I said I caught up with a Star Rail story. We're playing Arcadia, right? I don't know. I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to do next, Genshin or ZZZ. Because the Genshin, like the most recent one, and I think I'll probably do Genshin, is the reason being is because the next, like, we're not going into the next region yet. Like, this region has finished, and I want to try and get this region finished before we move on to the next one, so I'm ready for the next region. That's kind of basically what I did with Star Rail, right? Like I was finishing off, and so I'm now caught up, so now the next patch will come out, I will be able to play it live and not be so behind. So I want to do that with Genshin, and then I'll do it with ZZZ, because ZZZ is also moving to the next region soonish. But yeah, apart from that, what else to really talk about? How's the thumbnail coming on? I have said, I really hope, I think I'll finish it in time. It's going to be dicey, I think. But I think it's doable, because on the plus side, this thumbnail art does not have a lot to do with the background. It has a lot focused on the characters, like an insane amount focused on the characters themselves, which makes it rather, well, it's why it's been so tiring for me to do, is because there's just so much to draw and so much to colour in. And the shading, I'll probably keep it rather simple shading wise, so just to sort of balance it all out, because the rest of the flat colours, it's a rare one where I think the colours is going to take the longest. I'm mostly done with the colours, I would say, but my word. it's just so much, but I should get it done, because I have, let's see, until I have about 10 days, more or less. 365, so been 9 days from, yeah, so because I think it's the 26th or 25th is a switchover day. So I should get it done. I will have time. I don't have too much time this weekend, but this is also kind of like what the backlog is for, building up a backlog. Because I'm also tempted to, oh, you know what I need to do is I need to record some Animal Crossing videos, actually, because I will not be here on, well, technically I could hold out on recording the Saturday one, but I think for safety I will record Friday and Saturday. I'm not sure if I'm not going to do the hotel. I mean, I guess I could do a hotel. It'd be but it might be one of episode of me checking out the hotel, and the other one me actually doing any customizations in it. I'm not sure, because it kind of depends. I don't really know how long it takes to do the hotel stuff on Animal Crossing. I guess there's only really one way to find out, mind you. But yeah, I mean, I also got a longer holiday coming up much later, so I think that's probably when I'll save the hotel stuff for, because then I'll be more motivated to do it. So yeah, I think I'll just do regular Happy in Paradise for now. But yeah. I don't know what else I was going to say. I haven't responded to comments for a while. I certainly need to do that. I might do that today, to be honest. In some ways, I get a little bit self-conscious if I'm like, I'm responding to comments at like 2 a.m. my time, because I'm like, oh, you know, this feels like I shouldn't be responding to it this late, but all the same. Doesn't make much of a difference, and I guess the answer is no. But yeah. What else am I going to say? What am I going to talk about? Let me think. What great conversational topics do I have in mind? I'm trying to think of something. There was something I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember what it was. I do remember a friend recommended me a game, and I was actually meant to say, oh, you know, I've added it to my wish list. Or at least react to acknowledge it. But yeah, I don't know. Uma Musume, how's the rest of that going? I rebuilt all my Teen Trial teams apart from I need to make a new Kita-san Black to replace my Saiyan Sky. I'm sorry, Saiyan Sky, I would use you, but the fact that you don't have a built-in recovery makes you a real pain to build. I think Kita-san Black has a built-in recovery. No, she doesn't. Never mind. Why do I think she does? I don't know, but she's got a long and a front run. Wait, hold on. It's not really any different than rebuilding Saiyan Sky. Huh. Who else has a long and a front? Oh, you know what? Maybe I will just do Saiyan Sky then. I didn't think about this. I was going to do Kita-san Black because I thought that would make a lot more sense, but I guess either or works, to be honest. They're both front long runners. Who can run mile? Who knew it'd be such a large boon to be able to run mile? Anyway, sorry, I'm getting really distracted here. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm going to talk about. Let's pick a random topic. You know, let's long-reaching, going back to the historical banks of things which are interesting to talk about. I mean, one of my favourite subreddits I always go to is the top character tropes subreddit. That's always a very fun one. Oh, you know, actually, no, this is actually something else I was going to talk about, which I found particularly fascinating. Was how often I get recommended the same video over and over and over again on my homepage of something which I'm like, I'm not even sure if how associated it is with me. And you might be like, what does that mean? I think basically what I mean to specifically say is, one, YouTube's got like some recommendations, like it does recommend very small channels sometimes as well. Like I'm getting recommended people who have like 100 or something views, and I'm like, that's awesome. You know, why not? But the major thing is that there is this video, which is a Balatro video from someone I don't know, but it's good. I just know that the thumbnail says the pair issue or problem or something like that. I have no context what it's about, because I do know what Balatro is. Of course, it's a whatchamacallit, it's a roguelike deck builder, all about poker, really. So I certainly know what it's about, but it keeps being recommended to me, and I've yet to watch it because I'm just like, I haven't even played Balatro. Like, what? I'm not gonna say what merit necessarily is there for me to really engage with it. That video, like I'm sure I'd find it interesting, because it's absolutely the sort of thing I probably would find interesting if I knew anything really about Balatro. But maybe it does a good job of explaining it, to be honest. I don't know. It's a sort of thing where it's like, I'm curious about it, but like I've never been curious enough to actually, you know, watch it. But I'm just shocked at how many times it keeps being recommended to me. You know? It's like, this is no shot against the creators. And you know what? I think I actually will watch it with how many times it's been recommended to me. And I guess I'll give feedback on how I find it. But it's sort of just like, I wonder how many times, it's almost like a game at this point. How many times will YouTube recommend this to me until I like either finally watch it or don't watch it? I don't really know, to be honest. So it's just, I don't know. I feel like I'm sort of chancing fate at this point to be like, I want to see how many times it keeps getting recommended, because in my mind the algorithm must work in a way where it's like, well, surely if you're not clicking on it, you're not going to watch it or anything, right? Like, we recommend it a few times, this user continuously ignores it, that sort of thing. Well, then they probably don't actually want to watch it or something. But the fact it keeps coming back, I was like, they must know me better than I know me, in a sense. They're like, trust me, dear darling, you would love this video. This is the best video you've ever watched. You would absolutely vibe with it. And I'm like, okay, fine, you know. But also, I'm at the point where I'm just like, I'm kind of curious at how many times are you going to keep on recommending it to me? Because I'm like, at what point? It's sort of like a social experiment in a way. I'm testing the algorithm in my own way. Being like, when, oh when, are you going to give in to recommending me this video? And again, I want to reiterate, this is nothing against the actual creator of a video. I'm sure it's a really good video. I just haven't clicked on it because I've never played Videodary. But I love video essays. I'm saying that I actually did see, I think I spoke about this recently actually. I saw a really cool video about Opus Magnum and how someone basically accidentally set like records in Opus Magnum. And it was really, really a fascinating watch. So yeah. Yeah. What was I going to say about it? I don't really know. It's sort of like, part of me kind of wants to know how the algorithm even works in the first place. I know it's like a black box of a mystery because it's kind of like multiple little factors. Like even the people who probably created the algorithm couldn't tell you exactly how it works. But there's just a certain amount of curiosity I have for it, where it's just like, well, you know, I guess I'm personifying it in my mind, where it's like a person trying to recommend me something, and I said, oh, you know, maybe next time, like 8 times in a row, and then, of course, using British understating parlance or politeness, quote quote, that obviously means like, oh, I'm not actually going to watch it. But I'm almost like impressed by the persistence of it, if anything. Not the persistence of a memory, the persistence of wanting to desperately show me this. And I guess maybe in a way it's kind of doing its job, right? Where it's just like, here you go, I'm going to show you to you 100 times. Eventually you'll click on it because you'll be like, fine, what's so good about this video? And I'll probably watch it and I'll probably have a great time. Is my conclusion from it. But at the same time, I'm just sort of like, how many times? I'm trying to think what other videos I've often seen on my recommendations where I'm just like, I'm not going to watch this, but I'm shocked at how many times this gets recommended to me. I guess shocked is not the right word. Because it's a reasonable recommendation, is the way I'd say it. Shocked more by the fact I'm surprised it comes up every single time. So yeah, I mean, I'll just look right now. There's a lot of Veritasium ones, the most controversial idea in math. This looks like it's about the axiom of choice. So that's actually a great topic, to be honest, about things. History of world records. I mean, summoning swords a pretty good one. 5 kinds of paradox. Like, this one's I've seen a couple of times, but this is a lot of views. Oh, here it is, the pair problem. Here it is, Balladry University. That's a thing. Like, it's a cool thing that you can actually preview, I suppose, to YouTube, and it's gonna, the video, by sort of hovering over it, and it's gonna make me actually, recommended to me harder because it was like, oh, it seems like you were kind of interested in it. Oh, this is one I watched as well, The Unsolved Mysteries of Blueprints. I can now watch it, seeing as I'm completely done with Blueprints. We've to fall asleep. What? Wolfie VGC keeps getting recommended to me. He does like Pokemon stuff. I think I watched one of his videos. I did like it, to be fair. It's just it's a big ask, I suppose, to watch a lot about competitive Pokemon or in like a 2-hour video or something. But it's very informative. Ask Hank Anything. That's a good one. I love that series. Well, I'll probably watch this one. But this guy I know. This is he's the YouTube chef. He does the last meal ones. I don't know. I got a lot of Smosh recommendations on me right now, which makes sense. I do watch a lot of Smosh. The Absolute Insanity of Bionicle Lore. Now you see, that's something I want to watch because that's something I heard about. Bionicle, the craziness of it. There will never be a villain like Shen again. Okay, this is it. I love my video essays. Doesn't even matter if they have the sustainment behind it to have like the analysis and the literary degree or anything. The only thing that matters to me is that it's said in that hypnotic speech way and hasn't enough of an argumentative basis, I suppose, for me to buy into it. And just enough to not make me question it. I'm not saying that these people don't do their research or anything. But I'm probably saying but I don't know if I'd be able to tell the difference that easily between them. If I mean, if I want like analysis pieces at the end of the day. If it's all opinion, then it doesn't matter. Anyway. What am I talking at this point? What am I talking about at this point? Yeah, I am just kind of curious how many times this YouTuber recommended to me. Matman, that's a pretty good one. Hollow Knight I get recommended a lot, but which is fair, because I mean I played it, I literally uploaded videos about it, but sorry. I've got Silk Song. Never Fight Alone. Oh, it's a new agent in Valorant. You know what, maybe I'll check that out as well. Alright. So, I don't know, YouTube recommended. Rejected recommended, maybe that's what. Rejected recommendation, maybe that's what I'll call it. So, if you want to be, If you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.